So I just woke up like half an hour ago, so I'm still like a little bit I had a dream where I was having like a video game boss fight, like a Dark Souls boss fight against Arnold Schwarzenegger. And it was fun because he could like do a move that would absolutely kill me, but he had like a delay between them, and also you could like dodge him. And he could also summon like guns, like machine guns, like fucking metal slug shit. And then he also started doing like magic, like he summoned like ice and shit. And the best part about it was probably the fact that we were like chatting shit the entire time. Like we were just talking to each other like casually while we were trying to kill each other. It was really fun. Anyway, what's up, Buffy? So not gonna lie to you, I have to like record this like ASAP because I don't have a lot of time. So fuck it. Realized I just forgot my third light, the purple one. Okay, never mind. So Buffy, last episode, what's up? Episode 8, season 1, the robot episode that was also like the Our War Game Digimon movie, and also not, and we just like it's funny because like I published that video on Patreon and people were like, yeah, this episode isn't the best, and I even back in the day it didn't feel like the best, and I was like, okay, cool. And I made a post on like the community tab on YouTube, and I was like making fun of how I went into like a 13-minute tangent. Like I counted because I edited the fucking episode. It was a 13-minute tangent talking about information control and Metal Gear Solid 2, and I was like, anyway, look forward to Buffy 1-8, and people were like, okay, maybe I'll tune in to that episode even though I don't like it. And I was like, cool. I'm glad to hear that people are on the same page here. Anyway, yeah, that was that episode. There were a couple of cool things about it, like we met Miss Calendar, and also we got to see Willow kind of just struggle with feeling like lonely and like she doesn't belong, or like people don't understand her. So in that sense it added a little bit, but yeah, it was just like the demon on the internet episode, and we're just gonna move on from that. Next episode, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna be doing. I need to just start, so let's do it. Patreon, what's up? Check out the Patreon link in the description below, pop up on screen. You can watch the next 2 episode reactions to Buffy already, as well as full-on reactions, or if you just want to support the channel, that would help a lot. Thank you so much to Norman for sponsoring this video. Let us begin. So, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 1, Episodes 9. Let's go. We got a ventriloquist.
We'll save that for the dress rehearsal. But Lisa.
My God.
Please.
Chalice is like, oh my God, stop, girl.
Giles, into every generation is born one who must run the annual talentless show. You cannot escape your destiny.
School events are stupid, and we think authority figures ought to be made fun of.
No, we don't. Well, unless you do.
And we think our afternoon classes are optional. I think I just found 3 eager new participants for the talent show.
Alright.
What?
No.
Please?
I've been watching you 3. The predecessor, Mr. Flutie, may have gone in for all that touchy-feely relating nonsense.
I miss Flutie.
But he was eaten. You're in my world now. And Sunnydale has touched and felt for the last time.
He said he was eaten as if he knew. I like how Giles didn't say anything. He's enjoying this. Look at him.
I think dummies are cute. You don't?
Not that one. That one looks
And I'm
awful.
Sid.
You're not
Hey,
very good at
Morgan,
this.
would you like to tell some jokes? Would I?
At least with a different
As a
voice,
matter
man.
of fact-
As a matter of fact, it is.
All right. Time out. Let's stop this before someone gets hurt.
Huh?
Kid, you are the worst. Even I can see your lips move.
I worked on these jokes for weeks.
You call those jokes? My jockey shorts are made out of...
So he knows that this puppet just talks and moves. That's not him. So Sid is a sentient puppet. Okay. Dead body. Dead body or victim? Like, what is this scene gonna be? Victim.
I will be flesh.
Okay, cool. That's interesting. I like that. Okay. So maybe the antagonist for this episode is gonna be a fucking puppet who wants to turn itself into a human. By the way, I hate the new principal immediately. And I'm sure that they want me to hate him. Like, that's what they made him like that. I genuinely miss the old principal. I really like the old principal. He was funny.
Look at the goodies.
Don't like that.
It's kind of an imitation of my dad.
Sounds real.
It is real. I'm the one with the talent here. The kid's dead weight.
I know Principal Flutie would have said kids need understanding. Kids are human beings. It's the kind of woolly-headed liberal thinking that leads to being eaten.
Alright. They really wanted me to just hate this principal.
Kids. I don't like them.
Why are you a principal?
Quiet.
Dead body.
I hate this school.
Yeah, how many dead bodies until we start considering just fucking piecing out?
Her heart was removed.
Yikes.
Does
Just
that
like
mean anything?
fucking Kane of fatality.
Morgan?
Yeah, that's it. He was acting kind of strange.
Strange how?
Okay, we got a lead. Fucking
Emma was like
Cordelia.
my best friend.
Emily.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Morgan's just...
Figure out who's gonna be next.
How are we supposed to...
Yeah? Yeah?
Hello.
Look, sweetheart, he answered your question. Now leave him alone.
Okay, Morgan, how about talking to me yourself now?
He said all he's gonna say.
It's okay, Sid. We're done.
It would be really interesting if it actually wasn't like a puppet demon. If it was actually him.
It's him. He's... We have to go.
Actually, I'm inclined towards that now. It's actually not a puppet demon. It's him. It's Morgan. There's something wrong with him. He's a really good ventriloquist then. Unless the cast really think it's Morgan and not the puppet.
It's a demon theory.
And if that's the case, then it is the puppet. If the cast thinks that it's the puppet, it's gonna be Morgan.
We will find this murderer, but in the meantime,
Talent
the show must go on.
This is like fucking Persona, dude. We have like a serial killer, and we're all just wondering about the talent show in school. Is he gonna be the fucking principal? Being like, what are you doing, girl? Breaking into people's lockers.
Principal
Yeah.
Snyder.
What are you doing? Horrible murders with hearts being removed. And also smoking.
On the list of
I don't know anything.
priorities, I would worry about the heart. Not gonna lie to you, I hope Snyder gets killed. Flutie didn't deserve it, this guy deserves it.
She's the last. Just this one more, and I'll be free.
I won't.
I will.
You don't see the puppet's mouth move. You only see it from the back. Unless he has it in his hand. It could be Morgan.
Is there something bothering you?
A lot of things, yeah. A student's heart was removed in our school. Like... We're gonna have like a JoJo fight here.
These demons need human organs, a brain and a heart, to maintain their humanity. Otherwise, they revert back to their original form, which is slightly less appealing.
Interesting. It is a heart and a brain. It means it will kill again to get a brain. Maybe that's why he has like headaches and shit. Like it's doing something to him to like remove his brain or something. Why would you go to class with the fucking puppet in your hand?
Is everything okay? At home? Here at school?
Oh, she cares.
One of the brightest kids I've seen in a long time. But lately, it seems like you're not all there.
Yeah, he's not.
It's gone.
Gone. What do you mean, gone?
Did Buffy take it? Yeah, they took it. I genuinely I'm like legitimately thinking it might just be Morgan. Are you gonna do something, puppet, and disprove me? Like, it's a 50-50.
Principal Snyder.
Looking for something?
This visiting principal doesn't have anything better to do. Okay. Did it move on its own, or did someone move it? They conveniently don't show that. I wonder if we're gonna get to the talent festival. I wonder if we'll actually get a talent show after this.
Morgan.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
You win. Now now you can take your heart and your brain and move on.
You lost, and now you'll never be human.
Yeah, well, neither will you.
What?
This is what I do. I hunt demons. Yeah, you wouldn't know it to look at me. Let's just say there was me, there was a really mean demon, there was a curse.
What?
And the next thing I know, I'm not me anymore. Kid here was right all along. I should have picked you to team up with, but I didn't because...
Because you thought I was the demon.
Who can blame me for thinking? Look at you.
What the fuck?
Demon's got the heart and brain. He gets to keep the human form he's in for another 7 years.
Is it the principal?
I've killed 6. If I can get the last one, the curse will be lifted and I'll be free.
We're gonna
I'm
have...
sure it's someone in that stupid talent show.
Yeah, but now the demon has what he wants, he'll be moving on.
So once we know who's missing from the show...
We'll know who our demon is.
The show.
What?
We're missing it.
It's gonna start. I'm supposed to be there.
Yeah, like... I could have not predicted what the fuck was gonna happen this episode. I was like 50-50 for sure convinced that it was gonna be one thing or another, and it was like the hidden third thing. I really hope it's the principal. I really hope it's the new principal. Fuck that guy.
You're the Slayer?
Oh, he knows about the Slayer.
Damn. I knew a Slayer in the 30s. Korean chick. Very hot.
Cool.
We're
I would like to see that story.
hospital. Man, we had some times.
This fucking dummy.
You kill the demon, and the curse is lifted, right?
That's the drill.
You don't actually turn into a prince.
I mean,
do you?
Master's just gonna die.
I mean, your body...
Yeah, he's just gonna
Custom
disappear.
bones.
Sadly, we're gonna say goodbye to like the best character we met. What was sad? Yeah, that's a brain.
Why would the demon have rejected the brain? I mean, I thought Morgan was the smartest kid in school.
He was. Look at his grades. All A's. He was even taking college classes.
He wasn't doing well.
Basic.
He had a condition, yeah. That's
Look
why
at
you got
this. In
rejected.
case of emergency, contact Dr. Dale Liggett, California Institute of Neurosurgery.
Neurosurgery, yeah.
Brain cancer.
Oh.
Hey, Mr. Giles, you're really smart. Could you do me a favor?
What could a demon possibly want from
Is
me?
he that fucking guy?
What's the square root of 841?
29.
Think about Giles. My man's really smart.
Oh my.
Pretty cool, huh?
Why do we have this in the talent show?
You won't have to say anything. I'll show you. Lie down.
What the fuck?
How exactly does it work?
A good magician never tells his secrets.
Is it this fucking guy? Come on, Giles. You can fall for this.
Giles can handle himself. I mean, he is really...
Smart.
Giles!
The principal is right there.
Shouldn't it be aimed at my neck?
No.
Giles, come on, bro! You just let him strap you in? Okay. Buffy, thanks. By the way, that's still gonna fall on him. Yeah, it's very weak. Someone... Sander, thank you. Oh my god. Yeah, let's go, dummy! Get his ass! Get him! Destroyed.
You have to get the heart. Then all of this...
That would
will
make
be over.
sense.
Let me.
I got it. Thanks.
It's kind of funny. And then the puppet's gonna die. Yeah. Not even like an emotional goodbye or something, just... I hope he stops talking again. I hope he's like, wait, I thought this would work! Hi.
I don't get it. What is it? Avant-garde?
O ruler of my country, Oedipus, you see our company around the altar, and I, the priest of Zeus.
Madness and stabbing pain and memory of ill deeds I have done.
That was pretty good. I like that episode. That was a weird episode. I liked it. So that was like a case of like me trying to predict what was gonna happen, and I had like two options. I had like two paths laying in front of me, and I was like, okay, which path is it gonna be? We're going left, we're going right, we're going left, we're going right, and I didn't realize I could like jump between like floors and then go into a different path there, which is what the show did. Like for a solid like half the episode or more, I was just like, okay, clearly it's the puppet. And then like 10 minutes in, I was like, okay, it might not be the puppet. Actually, I think it might be Morgan. Like Morgan has some kind of like he's ill. He has some kind of weird stuff going on with him. Maybe he's being possessed or some shit. Like, I don't know. But like he is actually the one that's physically doing everything. And the puppet is just a puppet, and he's actually just a really good ventriloquist. Like, they're just trying to psych me out. And then the show is like, actually the puppet is the soul of a demon hunter trapped inside of it, and he's still demon hunting, and he's hunting down the 7 brother demons that are stealing like organs in order to maintain themselves young, because if you kill all of them, your soul gets released, and he's trying to free himself. And I was like, what? You know what? That's good, actually. Fucking let's go. I love that. I'm sad that the puppet is gone, though. I'm sad, like, legitimately. Maybe if the show had more budget, you could keep the puppet, because, like, I'll be honest with you, many of the scenes where the puppet is, like, doing anything, which is why there's a lot of shots where the puppet just doesn't move. And it helps to make it feel like maybe Morgan is the one behind everything. But what it actually is, like realistically, it's, man, the show is barely holding itself together with the budget we have. We don't have the budget to make like a puppet move like in a way that would feel good. Like like I don't even know how you would do that. I feel like you could do it, but I don't know how. Like in the 90s, no CG puppet, just I don't know how you would be able to do it, but you could probably do it with enough money. They didn't have that. So, like, there was the fight scene between Buffy and the puppet, and it looked awful. So, like, there was like one shot, and I feel like it was the same shot just repeated of the puppet doing this. And it's not in the same shot as Buffy, like, fighting it. Like, it's just the puppet doing this, and then it cuts to Buffy, like, punching something, and then the puppet... They show you like puppet hitting the wall, and then it moves again, and it does the same this animation, and Buffy like punches it off screen again, and it's like really funny. Practical effects aside, I fucking love that the idea of what the puppet is. That is genuinely the most interesting character we've had in the entire show. I wish the puppet could stay around. I'm not totally down with the Haarute shtick, but at the same time, it's a puppet, so it literally, like, it almost, like, okay, so because it's a puppet, it almost feels like it being horny, it's literally just a bit. Even though they say that it's not, maybe it wasn't a bit when it was alive, but now that you have no physical body anymore, now it starts to feel like, yeah, actually, this sounds like a bit. So I could tolerate it if that was the case. But, like, I would love to have just a demon hunter who has like knowledge. Like, that's something I love, is the fact that the puppet had knowledge. He had knowledge of demons. He had knowledge about the vampire, about the slayer, just the slayer, the prophesied slayers. There's one in each generation. He was like, oh yeah, I met a slayer once, Bone in the 30s. It was a Korean chick. She was hot shit. And I'm just like, okay, I actually love this fucking puppet character. I wish he could stay. Like, okay, like, it's probably not gonna happen, but like, if it somehow came back into the show, I would welcome it with open arms. Because, like, listen, man, I just want weird and fun characters to come in. And that's why, again, I said previous episode, I think, but like, I got excited when we learned about Angel, because it added like stuff to Angel's character and it made him way more interesting. Fuck that. Like, whatever fucking bullshit's going on with Angel doesn't fucking compare to the soul of the demon hunter trapped inside a puppet, and it's just like fighting demons and hunting them down in order to free its soul. Like, that sounds so fucking cool. I love that shit so much. Like, man, I really just wish the puppet would have stayed alive. Like, I really wish that when they... So I felt that a joke was coming. So when the puppet like freed itself and it stabbed the heart and then it went unmoving, in my mind I was thinking, the joke was gonna be the fact that the puppet is gonna go like, wait, I thought that would work, shit, and then we would just stay with the puppet, and I would be so happy. The puppet just becomes a regular character, but no, the joke was the fact that it opened up and then the talent show and everyone was just looking at them, and it's literally the craziest fucking thing you can imagine. It's like Buffy holding this fucking ventriloquist fucking puppet, crying over it. Willow holding an axe. There's a guillotine. Sanders holding the guillotine, and Giles is just sitting there like, and there's a demon whose head was cut off from the guillotine. Let's not forget that. Man, I really wish the principal was actually the demon. That would make me so happy, because like I hate that principal. I feel like this principal is gonna be a character that I'm gonna like hate, and then it's gonna get like better over time. You know, you're gonna learn to accept them. For like, they're gonna have him in some situations where you're gonna be like, all right, sure, but I'm just like, man, fuck this guy. This guy sucks. Like, they purposely make him say lines that make me feel like, yeah, fuck this guy. Like, it's so clear that they want me to hate him, and I do. Because it's like, yeah, the previous principal was always going on about, like, feelings and understanding and treating, like, the kids like they're human. Fuck that. We need discipline. We're gonna have a quiet school where no one is allowed to live. And I'm just like, all right, fucking go die in the ditch, I guess. I wish we could have kept the previous principal, fucking Flutie. He was a real one. I'm gonna try to be like 4 seasons in. If I get there, like, I'm gonna be like 70 episodes in, and I'm just gonna be like, man, Flutie was a G. Like, we had him for like literally just like a month and a half, like 6 episodes, and like I'm still just like, he was a real one. I fucking love Flutie. But like, yeah, now we have this fucking guy, Snyder, Snide, fucking, I don't know what the fuck his name was. I don't care. He looks creepy. Like, every time he has like a bunch of scenes where like Buffy's doing like literally anything, and he's like, what are you doing here, miss? And it's just like, oh my god, what are you doing here, bro? Like, don't you have anything better to do? Like, I feel like you would have a job to take care of, and I don't think this is part of it. I feel like you're just being a shit. Like, so yeah, it makes him for like a very just unlikable character. Okay, let me load up the episode again, see what we can talk about. Fucking Morgan. I mean, that sucks about Morgan though, right? Because like, this means that Morgan was... So, in my mind, I was thinking... I apologize to Morgan for me doubting you. Because, like, in my mind, I was thinking that maybe he was the one doing all of this. But maybe he wasn't even conscious. Like, it could be, like, a split personality thing. I know in real life it doesn't work like that. But in media, it oftentimes does. Which is when someone is just like, oh, I have a split personality. I have this puppet. And this puppet is the split personality. But it's actually the person. Or it could be a thing where it was actually like possessed or something, like something was going on with him. And because like I noticed that many times he's just like having headaches and he looks out of it, and I'm just like, okay, why is that? So I was thinking that it could be something like that. And in some ways I even thought, well, it could be the puppet, like they trying to frame the puppet as the culprit. So I'm thinking, well, it could be the puppet and it's casting some kind of spell in order to like get his brain ready or some shit. I have no idea why I would think that, but sure. But no, what ended up being is Morgan was actually cool. And he ran into this demon slayer who's trying to hunt down these demons. And that's like fun because it means that like Morgan and the puppet, I don't remember if the puppet had a name, I'm sorry. But like Morgan and the puppet, they had like their own like main character story going on in like the background, right? Like it ended up tragically with Morgan dying without a brain, but like they had their own story going on the sidelines. Like, we weren't paying attention to that. We were focusing on Buffy, like, being scared of the puppet. But actually, Morgan and the puppet were having their own story going on. And Morgan was like, yeah, I'm helping my demon hunting puppet to free its soul. And that's kind of cool. But yeah, too bad that he died. Like, brain removed. That's bad. Like, I said this before, but like I appreciate how fucked Buffy can be. They don't show it being super fucked, but they imply it being super fucked. They just tell you it is. And at this point, it's like super funny how like everybody dies in this school. Like, why does anyone even go there? Like, actually, legitimately, honestly, why the fuck does anyone even go to this school? How many dead bodies have we found at this school? Like, welcome to the Hellmouth. Was there a dead body in this one? I think there was. There was a vampire dead body in a locker. Okay, so that would be like, I think I counted 8. Okay, so that would be like, I think I counted 8. So the dead body in the locker, the girl that got set on fire, which is not a dead body, so it's like half a point. The pig, who counts as a half. The principal, Dave, that got like suicided, supposedly, previous episode. And then this episode, the girl without the heart, and then the guy without the brain. So yeah, that's like 5 like 6 bodies. If 2 of them, I mean, one of them was the pig, and the other one just didn't die, it just got set on fire. Yeah, like 6 bodies, which is 6 bodies too many. Like, that's like 6 bodies too much. Like, I feel like after the first one, the Scoot would go like, no, okay. After the first one, the Scoot would be like, okay, what the fuck is happening? After the second one, the Scoot would be like, all right, we're closing. Like someone would close the school. Like, the fact that this school continues to go after, like, there's so many fucking murders happening in it. Like, because, like, okay, they found a dead body of this girl with a fucking giant knife next to her. They remove her heart. And then within like 2 days, they found another dead body of some dude without his brain. Like, we would cancel classes. Why the fuck were them having a talent show? It's kind of funny. It's actually kind of funny how like so untouched by death everyone is. Like, they don't care. Like, they care, but not too much, you know, not enough to like deviate from the course of what needs to happen to the plot. Like, it's a little bit funny. In some ways it reminded me of Persona, right? I've been playing Persona 4 Golden on my Twitch stream like last year, and like there's so many moments in Persona where like there's like a serial killer and we're trying to figure out who it is, and we're trying to like worry about the murders of people. But then we're all just like, man, we need to have the talent show competition. And everyone's like, yeah, we're going to practice. We're going to be a band. We're going to practice as a band. And they just start fucking around and just going to like cafes and shit. And it's just like, can we worry about the murders? Can we worry about the thing that matters? Can we focus on plot? And everyone's like, no, we got to just fuck around for like a while. Oh my God. So that's really funny to me. That's really, really funny to me. So Buffy does remind me of that. The scene where Buffy and the puppet fight, and the puppet says, like, you can have your heart and your brain now. And when it said that, I was thinking, like, why would you say that? Like, that makes you sound like you're the good guy. And it was. Like, I'm glad that I picked up on that. So, like, when they were like, wait, hold on, you're a good guy? I was like, okay, so that's why he said that. Like, because... okay, like, that would be such a weird thing to say as like a puppet. And also, like, they defeated it before the episode like came to a conclusion. So I was like, okay, what is it? Like, the pacing is off. What's going on? Man, I really like this puppet character. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. I really like this puppet character. I wish we could keep it. Like, that's what I need. That's what I want more of on this show. I want more characters. And I want them to be weirdo characters. Like, not just like, oh, I'm Jimmy and I go to school with the boys and I encounter some weird shit and I'm like, man, I'm gonna try and help it. No. I want the soul of a demon hunter trapped inside a puppet that is out for revenge to try and kill the 7 demon brothers to release its own soul. And it's also horny. Like, I want that's like a randomly generated character. Like, all right, we're rolling dice and finding words, and it's like, puppet, demon hunter, horny. Okay, sure. What backstory do we give it? Like, that sounds interesting. I love it. Okay, so like this episode had a special like ending credit sequence. Like, usually it's just credits, but in this case, it faded to the credits with the audio of the principal saying like, is this avant-garde? I don't get it. And then it showed them doing some kind of Oedipus like play I have no idea what the fuck happened between the guillotine bit into that, but it was happening. And it was funny because so they all seemed so uncaring. Like, it's funny because they were real actors pretending to be bad actors, which is fun. And like fucking Sander, it felt like Buffy didn't care. Sander was going in, but then he just forgot whatever the fuck he needed to say. Willow was panicking, and then at the end she just ran away, and that was really funny. And then they were like, "All right, that was it." So like that's like an extra bit that like didn't need to be there. That's like an extra, like maybe they filmed it and they were like, "Oh, we don't have enough time in the episode to put this in," and they were like, "Well, fuck it." Ending credit sequence that is. Like it is kind of funny. I loved it. So. I just enjoyed it. That's it. I don't know if there's anything else I can say. I just thought it was really funny. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. Like, I don't know if there's much else to say. Like, the episode is pretty straightforward. I mean, no, it's not. Like it's straightforward until like 30 minutes in, and then it just goes off the rails, which is something I appreciate. I appreciate when like a show just says like, "Oh, we're setting this up, bam, swerving in, just fucking 180, just we're going that direction now." But like it made sense. Like it did not make sense. It actually did make a lot of sense. So that's like really funny. And I want to see more of this. I want to see more of like storylines where it's like you think that you got it, and then it's like actually we're doing something so weird that there's no way you can protect it. And I'm just like, oh cool. Let's go. I'm into that. Let's go. So yeah, I hope we can do something like that, yeah, moving forward into the future. Because like some episodes with this show feel like you can tell exactly what's gonna happen in like 10 seconds. Like the horny teacher episode. Like, listen, man, I know that we're all pretending that episode didn't happen, but it did. Like the horny teacher episode, like I could tell exactly what the storyline was gonna be the moment that she walked on screen. Like, because like they made an effort to like, okay, so you see a teacher, it's a good teacher, he gets killed, and then they're talking about like whatever, and then Sandra looks at this woman walking in, and she's walking in slow motion. It's like just 120% MILF energy, just fucking modeling in, and Sandra's like, ugh. And then I'm just like, okay, she's the bad guy, she's a monster, she's like a sucker or some shit, she killed a dude, and she's gonna get Sandra now. And then she started talking about like they said something like bugs are icky, and she's like, no, they are not. I'm like, okay, she's a bug lady. I'm just like, I can tell everything just from like 2 like 5-second interactions, like immediately. And that's because there's a couple of things in the show that can be like overly predictable, and then there's a couple episodes when they just roll dice and whatever the fuck comes out is the horny puppet demon slayer, and I'm just like, let's fucking go. I want more of this, please. So yeah, that's what I want to say about this episode. Like this is probably my favorite episode of the like non-plot episodes, you know? Like, because is it wrong of me to like categorize Buffy episodes in like plot episodes and non-plot episodes? Because like some episodes, usually episodes that feature the master or whatever, those episodes usually are main plot. Like I think those are episodes you don't really skip, you know. So episode 1 and 2, episode 5, I think, which is the one with the child, is a never kill a boy in the first set. Yeah, that is a main episode because it has Buffy development, and also the master shows up and they get the anointed one or whatever. Angel, episode 7 is a real episode because it features heavily Angel, and it tells you about his backstory, and it features the master, and it features Dahlia, and then she dies, and it's like really important episode. But like the fucking witch episode, the teacher episode, the hyena episode, the robot episode, and this episode all feel like episodes you can skip. I wouldn't, but like it feels like you can just skip them. They don't matter to the plot. They are monster of the week episodes, and that's it. And I feel like you can categorize Buffy in those two groups, you know, like plot relevant episodes that matter and side stories that don't really matter that much, but they're fun. I think that this is my favorite of those, of the like side stories. This one and the witch one. Those are my two favorite ones of the ones that don't matter. And Angel is the one of my favorite one of the ones that do matter. Angel is actually probably my favorite episode of the season so far. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I like the robot one too. Like it's so like silly. Like the robot one kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking whatever episode. But like for some reason after it ended, I was just like, that was fun. Like that was so dated and fun. And it's probably because I just kept thinking about Digimon and Metal Gear Solid 2 for some reason. But like, I just had fun with it. So the robot one a little bit, you know. But this one and the witch one, probably my favorites of the side story episodes. Okay, so I think that's gonna be it for this episode review. I don't know if there's anything else I can say. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Buffy. See you then. And okay, everyone, thank you so much for tuning into this episode reaction to Buffy the Vampire Slayer. If you would like to watch the next few episode reactions, you can already do so over at the Patreon. Check out the link in the description below. Social media, also some cool stuff that I do. See you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.